We welcome you back to Normal, Illinois for another KCL game between the Blue Caps and the Ground Sloths. I'm Brain Hartman, and I'm accompanied by Oliver Aurora, and we got a good one brewing here today. It's going to be the Blue Caps, as we said, versus the Ground Sloths. First, let's introduce the hitters for the Ground Sloths. Batting first is Camden Heinold, the shortstop. In center is Logan Rosenthal. At third and batting third is Andrew Dawson. Tanner Soshanek will be the cleanup man in right field. Leighton Gertis will do the designated hit in the 5 spot. Batting 6 is Cameron Crawford, the first baseman. Andrew Wagner will play left. Kate Ashby will be behind the plate catching in the 8 spot. And at 9 is Owen Adams.
Blue Caps, the home team here today at the Corn Crib. They're led off by Drew Ward, playing in center field. In right field, hitting second, it's Carson Butler. Griffin Meeker plays shortstop and hits third today, followed by the cleanup man Max Greamy occupying first base. Michael Lucas plays at second base. Caleb Hornbrook is the DH. He hits sixth. Josh Eisfelder is the catcher, hitting seventh. Luke Martin rounds out the infield, hitting eighth. And to round out the lineup, Grayson Schnurley is in the left field.
We're all set for baseball as the first pitch misses for ball one. And we are underway here at the Corn Crib.
To round out the entire lineup, Kellen Hirschberger on the bump for the Blue Caps.
Hirschberger has thrown 13 innings so far this year. A lot of great reps for him. His second pitch also misses low. Moves the count to 2-0. Has 3 strikeouts in those 13 innings. Only given up 2 earned runs as well. Very impressive stuff from Hirschberger. Definitely one of the more reliable guys manager Dave Lingle has put on the mound. The 2-0 misses just away for ball 3. And a tough start here for Hirschberger as he falls behind 3-0 right away. Leading off is Heinold, the shortstop. He'll take a pitch in, nearly hit him. He'll walk over to first. And the Ground Sloths have a runner immediately in this one as he'll walk over to first.
Not very characteristic of Kellen Hirschberger to issue a walk, let alone a 4-pitch walk. You mentioned 13 innings of work coming into today's contest. Only 2 walks in that time frame. Not the start Hirschberger was looking for.
We'll see if he can settle in here against Logan Rosenthal, the center fielder in today's ball game. He's running from first. The throw down to second is going to be not even close. Took a little bit off that one. Maybe lost that out of the hand. Eisfelder couldn't quite get a grip on it. And that'll be a stolen base for Heinold.
7th stolen base on the year for Heinold. Been fantastic on the base paths for the Ground Sloths. A dangerous speed threat in scoring position.
The first pitch of that at bat was a ball. The next one fouled off into the parking lot to the left side. And he gets his first strike of the day. Sorry, second strike of the day. Now 0-2. Hirschberger comes set. Doesn't check the runner. Now he does at second. Looks back home. Fires a fastball away that misses. A good spot from Hirschberger. Couldn't produce a swing from Rosenthal. Moves the count to 1-2. As hot as it's been here in Normal, it's a little bit of a chillier day. Well, chilly's probably an overstatement, but definitely a little cooler than it has been as that ball is fouled off to the right side. And we'll do the 1-2 count again.
Maybe cooler than it has been, but still not cool. I played a round of 18 holes today, and I'm feeling the sunburn right now. I can feel it on my nose most definitely, and even on my hands. It's still pretty hot here. Makes sense, though, summertime months.
Yeah, I will say my shower yesterday was not fun after being in the pool for the 4th. The 1-2 from Hirschberger. Fastball away, another good spot. Just misses away, and it moves the count to 2-2. Rosenthal from Heartland Community College. Batting .240 so far in KCL action this year. Takes a couple looks over at second, and he lost the off speed. Tried to spin it, but lost it out of the hand, and that moves the count to full. So now he's in danger of walking the second man on in as many batters. Crucial pitch here for Hirschberger. Rosenthal is ready. Hirschberger's ready as well. The 3-2. Spun that one right into the zone, but it's fouled off by Rosenthal. Good fight from him. And he'll live to see another day. It'll be a 3-2 count once again, and Hirschberger's going to have to throw another pitch. Heinold taking a moderate lead over at second. Definitely in a full count. Probably not worried about the runner here. He'll give a slight look over to him at second. Looks over again, then comes to the plate. It's a fastball. This ball's hit foul quite far on the left side of the field. He was behind the fastball. We'll see what he does here. Hirschberger has some options. If he's confident enough, he lost the curveball a couple pitches ago, but did place the next one very well. We'll see if he goes back to the off-speed or he challenges him once again with a fastball. He's ready to fire one in there. Heinold dancing at second. The first. And the pitch is away. A fastball misses for ball 4. And that is another walk for Hirschberger. As you said, Oliver, not very characteristic of him. That is now his 4th of the year, and half of them coming in this game.
Not at all, and credit to Rosenthal there. Worked a fantastic at-bat. Fell behind 0-2 and then continued to fight back until he was able to take a couple pitches he didn't like and reach base via the walk. Dangerous position now for the ground sloths.
Rosenthal and Heinold on base now. First and second for Andrew Dawson, the batter. This ball's ripped over to the left side. It gets through into center. Will they send him? They will. The throw will go to the cutoff man. It's over his head. Caught by the catcher, Eisfelder, who looks the runner. Rosenthal back to second. It is an RBI single for Dawson.
Good piece of hitting there by Dawson. Takes a fastball relatively middle and hits it hard into the gap through to left field. Dawson been so crucial for the ground sloths all season. That's his 9th RBI on the year. Tied for a team lead.
The ground sloths waste no time striking first and still no outs. And one of their more dangerous hitters, Tanner Sochanek, will stand in. Batting cleanup today. First and second as well for him. First pitch to him. Fastball behind him goes all the way to the backstop, and both runners will advance a base. It's now second and third for Sochanek. So a ball in play may be able to score Rosenthal from third.
Not optimal at all for Hirschberger. Talked about a Dawson now tied for the team lead in RBIs. Well, tied with Sochanek at the plate right now. And with nobody on, he has a real big opportunity to extend this ground sloth lead and can do so with one swing of the bat.
Sochanek an impressive average, 276. Definitely looking to improve that here in a 1-0 hitters count. Sochanek will step back into the right-handed batter's box. Hirschberger's got his pitch. The 1-0 fastball in there for strike one. Evens the count at 1-1. Good job establishing the fastball on that one. After a couple of walks and unfortunate misfire from him, advances the runners. Looking to settle in here. He still needs an out. Sochanek fouls one off his ankle, and he'll take a second to walk that one off. Doesn't feel good, especially if he catches the bone on the inside part. Looks to be all right. He'll step back in the box. Now behind 1-2. Hirschberger lifts his leg, fires. Fastball catches him in the head, and Sochanek is down. Luckily, it caught full helmet, but you don't like to see that, and that is he's gonna be checked out by his coaches. He'll walk it off. He is standing, though.
That's a scary sight. Jesse Crawford over at first base, the manager for the ground sloths, got over to Sochanek in a hurry, now having a talk with him, hands on the shoulders. A scary sight, most definitely a fastball to the head. Sochanek walking it off, though.
Definitely an eventful at-bat for Sochanek. Started off with that fastball behind him, then he fouled one off of his ankle, and then finally, adding insult to injury, takes one off the helmet. And I got to say, we've talked about it already, Hirschberger doesn't have very good command early in this one. He still hasn't gotten out, and that is 3 free passes.
Uncharacteristic from Hirschberger. Coming into today, 2 earned runs in 13 innings. Already bases loaded with no outs. The first 5 ground sloths batters, they've all reached base. Not what the man on the mound was looking for, most definitely. That brings Dave Lingle out to have a talk with his team, while Soshenek, still kind of shaken up, slowly begins to make the walk over to first base, accompanied by the trainer.
He has every right to be, as that's always scary when one goes up to your chin, especially when it catches you. So he'll be all right. He'll walk over to first, and that is going to bring up the fifth batter, Leighton Gertis, who will face Hirschberger now. Got to say, Hirschberger, something looks out of sync. Losing a lot of his off-speed, arm side. Maybe not getting through all the way. Something he'll have to figure out when he hopefully gets out of this inning and sits in the dugout for the next half inning. First pitch, fastball. He swung at it, and I think it caught him. The throw goes to first. We'll see what the umpires say. That was a weird one. They're going to call, the base umpire calls him out at first. And Gertis is in some pain. That's a weird play for sure. He swung at it. Now he's walking it off. It looked like self-defense as that pitch was in a fastball. Might have caught him on the swing, but it definitely caught bad as well. I heard it.
A lot of confusion there at the plate. Two umpires, Donald D. Ray Tucker and Adam Hollerman, come to discuss. Call's going to stand ruled and out on Gerdes, but in the process, it's a trade-off that I'm sure the ground sloths don't really mind. Logan Rosenthal comes in to score. Gerdes still protesting, though, at the plate.
Well, my question, so they're going to call Gerdes out, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, throw went over to first from Hirschberger.
Okay. Yeah.
On a grounder right back to him. As a result, with runners moving, Rosenthal came in to score.
Correct. All right.
But Gerdes still protesting it.
Can't see if I've ever seen that before. He was kind of limping a little bit. He either caught one, maybe he fouled it off of his leg a little bit, or I think it more so got him maybe an arm or a hand on the swing. It was a pitch that definitely would have hit him if he would have turned, but he decided to swing at it. Caught a little bit of bat, but ruled by the umpires, it was in play and clean. So he'll walk back to the dugout for an out, but the ground sloths do get another run. As you said, it's now 2-0. This ball's ripped into left. This is going to score another run, and probably two as it rolls all the way to the wall. Crawford on his way to second. He'll coast in there. He's got a 2 RBI double.
Good piece of hitting there by Cameron Crawford. 96 off the bat, roped into the gap. Kellen Hirschberger really struggling here. That fastball stayed over the middle of the plate, and Crawford did not miss it. His 4th double of the season and 5 RBIs now after he just played it 2.
Hirschberger will now face the 7th hitter of this inning. It's going to be Andrew Wagner, the left fielder. And he comes in with his team up 4-0 in this one. Got a runner in scoring position over there in second in the form of Crawford. The first pitch from Hirschberger goes with a slider away that misses for a ball. Crawford got a fastball and hammered it into left. He was ready for it this time. And this at-bat tries to start with the off-speed and cannot get a strike. The 1-0 goes off-speed again. This time it drops into the zone. A curveball for strike one. Evens the count at 1-1. A lot of action, but you look up at the box score. Only 2 hits for the ground sloths as he waves and misses at that off-speed. And that was a really nice pitch from Hirschberger. That's promising to see if you're Dave Lingle. Perfectly placed off-speed on the outside part of the plate. Got the swing from Wagner. 1-2 count. Hirschberger, he's ready. Rocks and fires. This time a fastball misses high. Right idea from Hirschberger. Elevate with a fastball, but he could not quite catch the top part of the zone. It's now 2-2. Good spot regardless. Hirschberger doesn't look over at second. He's going right at him. Off-speed pitch misses high, and the count is full.
Hirschberger cannot afford another free pass. Already 3 on the inning so far, and if he wants any chance to try and claw back and cut this deficit, keep it where it is, big out right here at the plate.
The 3-2 hammered in the air to left. Major league pop-up, but it's going to end up foul into the seats down the left side of the field. He was ready to murder that pitch. Wagner took a big cut at it, got under it, and elevated it. Very high pop fly, but it does end up in the seats, and it'll remain a full count. He'll get another chance here. Full count pitch. Ripped in the left. This time it'll find grass, and it will go all the way to the wall. Crawford's going to score. Wagner is going to make a big turn at second, but he'll stop there. And another double. Ends in an RBI back-to-back for Crawford and Wagner. It's 5-0 Ground Sloths.
Starting to get ugly now for Hirschberger and the Blue Caps, who just can't find an out to save their lives. 94 off the bat. They're seeing Hirschberger well, Braden. Not to start the guy on the bump was looking for already as a result. An arm up and loose in the Blue Caps dugout, bullpen.
Be interesting to see how long Hirschberger will stay out there. First pitch popped up in the air to left. Schneerly's under it. He's got it. Big turn from Wagner, trying to produce a bad throw. He'll go back to second, and it's a pop-up and a much-needed out for the Blue Caps. 2 down.
Ninth hitter now up to the plate for the Ground Sloths. Hirschberger just trying to keep this game where it is.
Adams looking to get in on the fun. He's got a runner over there in scoring position, but 2 outs now. First pitch he sees. An off-speed pitch bounces in front of the batter's box for ball 1. If Adams can get on, they'll go back to the top of the lineup, and they would have bat through the entire lineup here in just the first inning. The 1-0 to Adams. Hirschberger looks over at second, then comes home. Off speed again. Called strike 1 on the lower outside part of the plate to move the count to 1-1. Runner from second going. Throw down to third is high. So Wagner will be safe at third with a stolen base. Eisfelder looked to lost that one again. Didn't put a whole lot on it. Didn't really get over top of the baseball. Let it sail a little bit. And it allowed Wagner to coast into third. At least he could have. He had to slide. Didn't think he was going to be there that easily. 1-2 count. Slider misses away to even the count at 2-2. Hirschberger's 1 pitch away from ending this inning. Needs it dearly. Runner on third. The 2-2 pitch. Bounced in there. An off-speed pitch. And it's now full count once again. Hirschberger struggling to put hitters away right now. Adams looking to make it a 6-0 ball game. Hirschberger hoping to end it. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away, and Adams will be walked, and he'll take first base. There'll be runners at the corners, and Heinold, they'll get a second at bat of the inning. He walked in his first as the first at bat. They'll now get a chance to hit with runners on first and third. Hirschberger only needs 1 out, but he's going to have to go through Heinold to get it. Hit in the air. It's going to be playable for the second baseman, Lucas. He's under it, and he'll end this nightmare of an inning for the Blue Caps. The Ground Sloths score 5. Blue Caps get a chance to answer. We'll see if they do. Coming out, it's going to be Dewey Gibb. We'll introduce him after a quick break. Ground Sloths are going to hand the ball to the Southern Idaho native, Dewey Gibb. He comes into this game with a 1-0 record, 1 1/3 pitched, and in those 1 1/3 innings, he has given up no earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So he gets his chance today against the Blue Caps in a start. And the first pitch from him, a fastball fouled back by the leadoff man, Drew Ward, for the Blue Caps.
Gibb coming in with quite the cushion, Braden. His offense had a fantastic first inning. Hirschberger really struggled and now has some room to work with as he goes out for his first start.
Next pitch, wasting no time, moves the count to 0-2. And as you said, with the cushion, got to be aggressive. Can't give them anything free. He's going right at this first hitter. The 0-2, fastball misses high. Moves the count to 1-2. A little extra on that one. Nice sound out of the mitt on the fastball. The 1-2 goes off speed. Really nice executed pitch. Could not produce a swing from Ward, though. So that'll even the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. A nice pitch there from Gibb. He gets his first out of the inning via a strikeout. And Ward will walk back to the dugout.
Ward, an aggressive hitter. And there it's on full display. Chases a fastball upstairs for the Blue Caps. After quite the right hook of a first inning, a strikeout is not the way to start the second, or the bottom half of the first, excuse me. Got to respond.
First pitch hit. It's going to maybe stay in the yard, but it's going to be out of reach of any of the Ground Sloth fielders. That'll end up in the Blue Cap dugout for strike 1. Butler steps up, looking for a more favorable outcome than Drew Ward. He comes into this game with a .320 average. And he's hit 3 doubles, so a lot of extra base hits from this guy. Next pitch is a fastball, misses away, pops out of the glove of Ashby for ball 1. Butler 7 RBIs and has walked 6 times, so he's got a good eye too. He swings and misses at that next pitch. And he's now down to his last strike, 1-2. Gibb working from the windup, the 1-2. Goes at him with a fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gibb. And that is how you start an inning after your offense goes out and scores 5.
Another fastball high that gets Butler to chase. Been really effective early on that one at 87 miles an hour. Off to a hot start, Gibb. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts.
Night and day from Hirschberger. He's going right at these Blue Cap hitters. Starts this one with an off-speed pitch with a slider that misses for ball 1. Griffin Meeker, the batter for the Blue Caps, steps in. The right-handed hitter takes a fastball on the lower outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1-1 now. Meeker just looking to at least put the ball in play here and not end up like his first 2 teammates, going down swinging. As that pitch misses, the hat flies off of Gibb. Maybe trying to put a little extra on that one. Moves the count to 2-1. 2-1. Nice pitch from Gibb. Off speed. Gets him looking silly. Swing and a miss. Way ahead of it was Meeker. We'll see if he tries it again in this 2-2 count. The pitch. Goes at him with a fastball, and Meeker was ready for it. Fouls it down the left field line, and it remains a 2-2 count.
Gibbs put a lot into that one. The hat came flying off, but Meeker ready for the fastball high and inside. Well, got caught out in front, left it foul, but gets another look at it now, down 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch to Meeker. Fastball, swing and a miss, strikes out the side. Gibb has to feel good as he walks off the mound to the dugout. He throws up a big 0 after his offense does their job. He does his job. We'll go to the second inning. Ground Sloths 5, Blue Caps 0. Welcome back to the Corn Crib here in Normal, Illinois. Dave Lingle, the manager, has seen enough from Hirschberger. He's going to hand the ball to the southpaw. Caden Addis will now be in to pitch for the Blue Caps. His first assignment is going to be facing, the first pitch is fouled away, Logan Rosenthal. He walked in his first at-bat. For Addis, he's thrown 3 2/3. He's allowed 6 runs, only 4 of them earned. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. The 0-1 fouled off again in the same spot to the left side. Behind 0-2 now.
Uncharacteristic from Hirschberger today. Not his best stuff by any means. Has been fantastic for the Blue Caps all season. Just has to shake it off and keep his head high going into the next game.
Next pitch, high fastball, misses in for ball 1. Everyone has off days, right? We know Hirschberger can be a really effective pitcher, just didn't quite have it today, as he'll take a seat. 1-2 count now. Fouled off again to the left side. Rosenthal seeing the ball well, but maybe too well, as he's letting it get a little bit too deep. All of his foul balls have been to the left side. See if he can get on one here. The 1-2, fastball. This one's going to stay in the park in foul territory. Martin is under it, and he's got it in foul territory for the first out.
Rosenthal behind once more. A breaking ball relatively in the middle of the zone that Rosenthal gets under and pushes towards the left side. A routine play for Martin over at third. And the Blue Caps off to a hot start this inning. Exactly what they need. Out number 1.
It's going to bring up Andrew Dawson. Had the game's first hit with that RBI single back in the first. He rips this one into center, and this one's back there. Tough play for the center field Ward, but he'll run it down. Nice play by him, running full speed to the right side, and Ward makes the catch.
Ward, the leadoff man, every day for this Blue Caps team, but also don't discredit the speed he has out there in center field. Makes him a key part in this Blue Caps defense and makes a nice running catch for out number 2.
Soshanek comes up. First 2 batters down on pop out and a line out. Soshanek will start this at bat as he takes the first pitch. Addis has collected 2 outs very quickly, working away really effectively as Soshanek rips that into left. That's going to be a base hit for him. So he prolongs this inning. After the 2 quick outs, he'll stand at first.
Good swing by Soshanek. Downstairs, that pitch low, but he goes down and gets it. Hits it hard into left field to extend the inning, like you said.
Gerardis will now grab a bat and step in. Swinging a black bat with green lizard tape for grip. Soshanek leading off first, not going. This one's popped up, and it's going to be directly behind the netting, behind the plate for strike 1. Addis comes set. Looks over at Soshanek, then comes home. Hit in the air. It's going to find the seats to the right side of the ballpark, though, and that'll be in foul territory for strike 2. Soshanek has 4 stolen bases in the air. And 0-2 count. We'll see if he tries to go. Addis lifts his leg, comes home. In the middle of the bat, it might have broke it. Fielded cleanly across his body. Lucas makes the play. Really nice play by him. That's a tough one. That one was spinning off the turf around the second base bag, and Lucas was able to go to his right, throw across his body for the 3rd out. Big 0 for the Blue Caps after a rough first inning. They come back with a big 0. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. Your score, 5-0 Ground Sloths. Gibbs steps back in the mound. I absolutely loved how he pitched in the first inning. Great sequencing with that high-velocity fastball and the nice cut with the off-speed. He retired all 3 batters he saw via swinging strikeouts in the first inning. He'll look to do more of the same. Max Greamy will step up for his first at-bat of the day. Starts him off with that cutting off-speed, as we said. Drops in the zone for strike 1.
Uncharacteristic of this Blue Cap side to strike out the way they did.
Next pitch, off-speed again, drops in for a strike. He's got his command down.
That he does. 62 strikeouts as a team coming into today. That's the least in the KCL.
Gibb working quickly. The 0-2 goes with a fastball. It's hit in the air to right. Playable for Soshanek. He's right under it. And he'll make the catch for the first out. He'll fling it back in. And a nice piece from Greamy was right on the fastball. Drove it to the right side. Just could not find grass. So that'll be the first out here in this bottom half of the second inning. That's going to bring up Michael Lucas, who his first assignment will be against Gibb, who is absolutely rolling right now. Gibb all ready to go. Slider just misses inside for ball 1. Couldn't get it to come back quite enough. The 1-0 to Lucas. Misses again, 2-0. Misses both with the off-speed pitch. See if he sticks with it to try and drop another strike. If he goes with a fastball. Goes again. This time he finds the zone for strike 1. 2-1. All off-speed in this at-bat.
Worked that fastball really well in the first. Here are a couple of breaking balls at 69 miles an hour. Great differentials, Braden.
This time fires a fastball, 84 miles per hour on that one. Right past, almost right past the bat of Lucas. He did get a little bit of it off the bat. Fouls it back to the netting, and it's now 2-2. He's got options now. Good setup pitch. We'll see if he uses it. The 2-2. Ripped in the air to left. This is going to get down for the first hit for the Blue Caps. Nice piece of hitting for Lucas. He pulls that into left field, and the Blue Caps have their first base run of the night.
Only 71 off the bat. Lucas kind of just sticks his bat out there, and it worked. Poked it into left field, and Blue Caps will take anything they can get right now. After the first 4 batters retire, they finally have some life here in the second.
I mean, got to start somewhere, right?
Absolutely.
Caleb Hornbrook's looking to keep it going as he comes in. He's designated hitting today in the 6th spot. He's got 1 out with a runner on first. Fouls that back to the backstop. Greamy flied out to open the inning, and then Lucas came through with that single. That brings up Caleb Hornbrook. 0-1 count for Hornbrook. Gibb working for the stretch now for the first time in the ball game. Lifts his leg, comes home. Fastball. Misses the glove of Ashby. It goes to the backstop. And that's going to allow Lucas to advance to second. And a tough miss for Gibb. He's kind of slowing down a little bit here. And that's going to summon a trip to the mound from Ashby. Great use of a mound visit there as he was rolling and then kind of has been thrown out of his rhythm a little bit, as you can kind of see with the 2 opening pitches in the last at-bat, missing with the off-speed. Did drop it in there on the 3rd, but now here found himself behind, and it's now 1-1 after that pitch goes past the glove of Ashby, allowing Lucas to advance to second. So he'll hit with a runner in scoring position. The 1-1 to Hornbrook. Off-speed drops in there for strike 2. 1-2. A lot of hitters taking that pitch.
Tough pitch to hit. Breaking ball that starts over the middle of the plate, but then just veers wide, but it's close enough to clip the zone.
1-2 count. Fastball hit in the air to right. That's going to find the bleachers on the right side of the ballpark. Hornbrook just missed that one. Was a little late on the fastball. Well, he'll have another 1-2 count pitch coming up here from Gibb. He's ready. Dancing off the base is Lucas. He comes home, and that one misses high. A nice acrobatic grab from Ashby. The off-speed got away from Gibb. Ashby was able to haul it in near the chin of Hornbrook for ball 2. 2-2 now. Still 1 out. Blue Caps got their first hit of the inning earlier, one batter ago. 2-2 pitch. Ripped over to first. It's going to stay fair. He'll throw it. Nice job from Gibb. He covers first. Receives the throw from Crawford. And that is a big second out for the Ground Sloths.
Good at bat there by Hornbrook, denied because Crawford over at first made a fantastic sliding play near the foul line. Despite the hustle from Hornbrook out the box, heads up from Gibb to get over to the bag and cover it for out number 2.
That will advance the runner Lucas over to third, so Blue Caps have a runner 90 feet away. It's going to be up to Josh Eisfelter to try and salvage at least one here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch misses in, a slider for ball 1. The 1-0 goes again with the slider. This time finds the zone. 1-1 now. Really great command with that off speed. Only missed a couple times with it. Very effective. Gibbs comes up. Tries again with the off speed. This time it misses high for ball 2, and it's 2-1 now. Eisfelder batting .286 in KCL action this year. Has 3 RBIs, 6 hits, all of them singles. He's also worked 3 walks. The 2-1. Check swing. They'll check him. And the base umpire says, no, sir. And that's going to move the count to 3-1.
Another try from Gibbs there on that high fastball. Had success with it in the first inning to fan batters. Almost got Eisfelder there, but checks his swing just barely.
Eisfelder in a hitter's count. Swing and a miss at the slider away. And we've got a full count as that slider bit just enough to miss the bat of Eisfelder. 3-2. Gibbs shakes off the sign. He'll take a step off. Gibb and Ashby having a little bit of communication trouble. They've got the sign now, though. Shakes once more. Now he's got it. Crucial full count pitch. Off speed, misses high. And that's going to be a walk for Eisfelder. First walk of the day for Gibb, but he still does have 2 outs. So we'll see if he can evade damage in this next at bat against Luke Martin.
I'm sure Gibb would like that pitch back. Breaking ball at 70 miles an hour. That misses high. Just didn't seem to finish there. And on the 3-2 pitch, he loses Eisfelder. Puts runners at the corners now with 2 down.
Luke Martin stands in. Last hope, potentially, for the Blue Caps in this inning. First pitch from Gibb, a fastball, misses high. That's going to be ball 1. Also, speaking of missing, the hat of Gibb is missing from his head quite a bit tonight. That is the 3rd or 4th time that his hat has fell to the ground, putting everything he's got into these pitches. Another fastball. Lost the hat again. 2-0 count now. Maybe Gibb, I got to say, I think he's doing a little bit too much now. Overthrowing maybe slightly. He was working quickly and effectively, was in a rhythm in that first inning and the first part of the second. And ever since he's had to mix it up a little bit, he struggled a little bit. 2-0, runner on the go from first. Throw down to second is not in time. That's going to bring in a Blue Cap run. They offered to try and take an out at second. They don't get it, so it's going to reward the Blue Caps with their first run in this one. It's 5-1.
It's a play you see in all levels of baseball and a risky one. You take you advance to second base via the stolen base, and if you throw down, the runner at third has the opportunity to score. Ground Sloths gambled and didn't pay off there.
Hitting the air, shallow center fielder. Nobody's over there. We'll see if he can make a catch. Diving play by Rosenthal, and that saves a run. That's a big play out there by the Ground Sloths center fielder. He'll walk back in, and that is the 3rd out in this one. Your score after 2, Ground Sloths 5, Blue Caps 1. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Caden Addis will step back out on the mound for the Blue Caps. He was their savior last inning after a tough first inning from Hirschberger, giving up 5 runs. He comes up, puts up a big 0, gets a pop out from Rosenthal, line out from Dawson, gives up a single to Sochanek, but he would not let him move farther as Leighton Gerdes would ground out to end the inning. He comes in here looking to do more of the same. First pitch fouled off to the backstop by Cameron Crawford. He's the first batter that Addis will see in this inning. Finds himself ahead. 0-1 in the count, does Addis. Second pitch to him. Took a little bit off that one. Misses high and away for ball 1. 1-1. Lights beginning to take full effect here at the Corn Crib. Sun setting down. Got a nice blue sky above the field. 1-1 count. Fouled off behind the plate. It has cooled off really nice, and it's a really nice night. Nowhere else I'd rather be tonight than at the Corn Crib.
Beautiful day for baseball. Why wouldn't you want to be at the Corn Crib?
1-2 count. Addis. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Will it stay in play? It's going to be a tough play for the catcher, and it will find the turf before Eisfelder could get there. And that one was just out of his reach. Down by the netting on the right, I would say right, how would you describe it? Right center part of the backstop,
Home
maybe?
plate, I'd say like 5 o'clock on a clock.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
Makes the business decision, takes a look up at the ball, and then a look down at where he's running to, and then kind of pumped the brakes, thought that the fly ball maybe not worth
Probably
crashing
not.
into the backstop.
I won't end my season on this play. And that's in there for strike 3. Addis working effectively once more. He works a strikeout in the first at-bat. And a big K to add to Addis's title.
Addis has been good so far to start his appearance for the Blue Caps. A slider there that catches the front door. Puts one down to start the inning.
It's going to bring up Andrew Wagner. He was a part of those back-to-back doubles back in the first inning. Both of those doubles produced RBIs. The first was hit by Cameron Crawford, and Wagner came second right after him. This ball's hit in the air, and that will find the seats barely behind home plate for a foul ball, and that'll be a strike. So strike 1. 1 out so far. After a big strikeout from Addis, got Crawford looking. Working from the windup now. Addis rocks and fires. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss from Wagner. Got him on the upper zone pitch. Moves the count to 0-2. And he's in a big hole here against Addis. Wagner looking to fight back. Here's the pitch. This ball's hit in the air. It's going to stay in play, maybe going towards the dugout. And it will just find the concrete in front of the dugout. Right on the steps, Dave Lingle, I don't know if he knew it wasn't going to hit him, but he totally did not flinch, didn't move a muscle on that one.
Wow. Same fan just picked up both those foul balls. Wagner making a young fan here very happy. Took a long time to search for the first one. Was looking in between the rows, but then that one, you got a good jump.
He's going to be even happier when he finds out that he can turn those in for some nice treats from here at the Corn Crib if you catch a fly ball. This is a broken bat fly ball. Leaping try by Martin. Really nice try, but Wagner is going to need to grab a new piece of lumber as a chip flew out from the middle of it. That one caught the middle of the bat.
Young fan also has half of a broken bat. The top half of the barrel, the handle is not there.
Really?
Right in front of us.
Interesting.
Next
He's
time
got a
he gets up,
whole
I'll point it out.
He's got a whole trophy case or souvenir collection right in his hands right here at the Corn Crib.
He's
What a
not
better
leaving right
what
there.
better place to get souvenirs than the Corn Crib. You gotta
Half
see
of the
this.
bat is not there. You see
Wow.
that? It's like broken off.
Quite the collection that young fan's got. And
Not
he's wearing,
leaving empty-handed.
I love his shirt as well. That pitch ripped up the middle. A nice single for Wagner. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Hit a double. Now he's got a single.
Ground Sloths. The whole lineup has contributed, especially in that first inning, where it's a complete effort top to bottom. Wagner, a part of that, had that RBI double for the 5th run of the first frame, and with 1 out in the top of the 3rd, continues to have a good game, gets on the base path once more via the single.
Addis's next assignment is going to be Cade Ashby, the catcher for the Ground Sloths. He'll step in. He popped out in his first at bat. Chops this one foul directly behind home plate for strike one. Ashby last inning. Towards the end, decided to throw down to second. Can't blame him for that. He had a chance to get him at second. Threw it down to second. Unfortunately, couldn't get it, and it brought in a run. Kind of one of those plays where it's 50-50. You can do one thing or the other, and it's really not a bad decision overall as that pitch is in there. A fastball for strike two, and Ashby's behind 0-2. Addis comes set. Looks over at first, then comes home. Runner on the move. Ground ball to short. Gloved by Meeker. He'll throw across his body to get the out at first. That was the only play they had. And that's going to move up Wagner to second, but not before Ashby retired via the ground out.
Wagner lucky to steal there. It was a tailor-made double play ball if Meeker. It grounded to Meeker if Wagner wasn't on the move, but with the runner going, had no choice, the shortstop, but just to make the easy out at first.
Yeah, if Wagner wasn't driving, that was the most double playable, we can word it that way, balls that you'll ever see right next to the second base bag. Next pitch popped up. This one's tearing over near the right side of the field, and then it'll find the seats for a foul ball. 9-hitter Owen Adams at the bottom of the order will take his second at bat. He walked in the first inning. Looking to do something to score Wagner over there at second. Ground Sloths only have one out to do so. The 0-1. Fastball just misses away. Tough call for Addis. It was right there, but did just miss. 1-1 now. Addis maybe aiming that pitch a little bit. Took a little bit off that one. Looks over to second twice, then comes home. Chopped up the middle. This is going to get through. Are they going to send the runner? They are. The throw comes in from center. It's cut off. So Wagner will score. It's an RBI single for Adams. And the Ground Sloths extend their lead to 5.
Good piece of hitting there by Adams. Takes a fastball right back up the middle. Doesn't do too much with it, and that's kind of what the Ground Sloths have been doing all day, just bit by bit continue to tack on runs.
It was one of those that was a high pitch. He kind of chopped at it, almost swung down on it, but was able to hit it just high enough over the pitcher Addis to get into center and allow Wagner to score. So it's a 6-1 game now. That first pitch from Addis to the top of the order. Heinold misses for ball one. The 1-0. Heinold fouls one off of his leg. Seems to be okay. He'll just need a couple steps to walk this one off, and it's even, 1-1. Adams standing on first. He's wearing a red helmet. Heinold, the batter, wearing a white helmet. Quite the contrast. Maybe Heinold's high school team or travel ball team is red, I gotta imagine, as his sliding glove is also red. He wears that on his right hand, next to his white batting glove in his left hand. 1-1 count. Runner on the move. Throw down to second. It's way ahead of him. The tag. And he's out of there. Nice play by Eisfelder. Guns down Adams to end the inning. The Blue Caps get the runner at second, but not before the Ground Sloths add on. It's 6-1. We'll be back after this. Blue Caps find themselves at the bottom of the order. It's going to be the 9-hitter Grayson Schneerly to start this one out here in the bottom half of the third. Gibb remains out there on the mound. Offers a strike on the off-speed pitch to start this one. A little bit of a different look for Gibb last inning than the previous inning. Struck out the side in the first as that pitch is a fastball low for a ball. Struck out the side in the first inning, then came out in the second. Produced a quick out to Greamy via the flyout, then Lucas singled. Hornbrook grounded out. Eisfelder walked, and then Martin popped out, and it did lead to 1 run for the Blue Caps as the catcher, Ashby, threw down to second, was not able to get the runner. And the Blue Caps stole a run from the Ground Sloths, but the Ground Sloths, last half inning, get it back, and it's now a 6-1 game. Gibb nods. He's got his pitch. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And he starts off how he started the first. Very promising if you're a Ground Sloths fan. Gibb gets a K.
Maybe a shaky second inning to his standards on the night, but there shows what we saw in the first inning. A fastball high that forces a Blue Caps batter to chase. It's been working really effectively for him today.
I don't think I've seen, I would say, his arsenal so far from up here from a visual standpoint as he drops a slider there for a strike to the leadoff man, Drew Ward, number 1. On the box score, he batted first to start the game. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2 to Ward. The 0-2. Hit in the air. It's in the infield. Calling it as Crawford. Backs up. Puts his hand up, and he's got it. Makes the two-handed catch. And that is the second out of this third inning with the Ground Sloths on defense.
Pretty relaxed defensively. The Ground Sloths have been. That's another example of it. A routine pop-up right over to Crawford. And the Blue Caps really struggling to get things going against Gibb.
Gibbs' next assignment is going to be Carson Butler. He struck out in his first, as did the first 3 hitters for the Blue Caps. First pitch will miss for ball 1 from Gibb. So it doesn't start this at-bat with a strike. He'll start with a ball for the first time in this half inning. The 1-0 misses way out. A slider bounced in the left-handed batter's box to the righty Butler. It's now 2-0. Carson Butler didn't even have a second to think about swinging at that one. Gibb has 4 Ks so far tonight. Got that last one on Schneerly to open this half of the inning. Finds himself behind 2-0 to Butler. Another slider bounces in the same spot, that left-handed batter's box, and it's now 3-0. Maybe pitching around Butler?
Pitched well against him the first time, but Butler maybe just seeing the ball a little bit better here, trying to force a chase pitch, but haven't been too convincing.
Gibb hasn't thrown a fastball yet. This time he does, and it misses high for ball 4. After 2 quick outs via strikeout and a pop-out, he'll allow a walk, and Butler will go down to first.
An interesting approach there on the 4-pitch walk. Threw 3 breaking balls away, trying to get Butler to chase. Struck him out the first time and made it his 10th strikeout on the season, but not very competitive pitches there by Gibb.
Yeah, I mean, you get the early strikeouts. You struck him out with ease. Great sequence in the first inning. Then you come out and you throw 3 sliders. Even if they were strikes, I still probably wouldn't have maybe agreed with that pitch call. But you got a 6-1 lead. You get the 2 quick outs. Go right at him. We didn't see a fastball to the 4th pitch. 0-1 now. Butler leading off of first. He'll have to dive back as Gibb throws it over to first. Wasn't competitive. Wasn't really trying to throw him out. Just trying to keep Butler closer to the bag. He will. He takes about a half step closer in his initial lead. Takes a half step now. Gibb takes a deep breath. Comes home. Fastball. Misses high. It's 1-1 now. The batter, Meeker, also was a part of the trifecta of strikeouts in the first inning. He steps to the bat. He has an ash bat with a black barrel, yellow batting gloves. Misses again with the fastball. Gibbs. I would say it's night and day the difference when he's in a rhythm and he's moving well. Even you can see it in his body language and some of his movements. He seems to get a little more tense, a little more rigid with his delivery, really snappy, whereas he was really on point. As this ball is hit a mile high in the infield, he doesn't know where it is. Adams lets it drop. It hits him in the glove, and that is going to cause Meeker to get to second and Butler to third. Unfortunate miscue for Adams. That one got all the way above the lights. It must have disappeared for Adams. He lost it immediately.
One Adams would like back. You talked about it, the lights now coming into full effect with the surrounding area, the sun finally setting. A towering pop-up that goes above the lights. Adams not ranging back far enough and lets it trickle down in front of him. A bad break for Gibb and this Ground Sloths team.
So Meeker gets on. That won't be, I don't believe, would be ruled as an error for
so.
Adams. As
Didn't touch his gloves.
It didn't touch him until it hit the ground. So that's going to be, I would think, I guess a double. It would be a single and an advance because there wasn't an error there. So he'll end up at second for Meeker. And now Gibb is going to have to pitch after getting 2 quick outs. He now has, all of a sudden, runners on second and third. First pitch in there for a strike. Nice way to start this at bat against Greeny. Establishes a fastball right away. Greeny was the first one to make contact against Gibbs. Back in the second, he flew out. The 0-1. Fastball again. This one just misses in. Greeny backed away just a touch. Maybe a flinch if you want to call it that. That'll be ball one. Greeny, a right-handed hitter, facing the right-handed pitcher, Gibb. Greeny looking to drive in those runners in score position. Fouled off beyond the backstop, and he's down to his last strike. Nice pitch from Greeny. Produces a foul ball. It's now 1-2.
Greeny has been the 4-hole hitter for the majority of the season, hitting just above 400, but only 4 RBIs, not as many as the likes of Ward or Butler. Butler currently on base. Greeny has an opportunity to extend or improve on his RBI total right here with 2 runners on.
The 1-2 goes with the off-speed. He gets by the catcher, Ashby. This is going to score a run. He'll flip it home, but it'll be too late. And that is unfortunate. Butler comes in to score. Blue Caps get a run back. It's now 6-2, and there's still a runner 90 feet away for the Blue Caps. Greeny, same situation, same approach, same goal here. Looking to drive in the runner now, Meeker at third. 1-2 count to do so. Pitch from Gibb. Fastball. High swing. He caught it at the top of the zone. Greeny fouls it off to the backstop. That remains a 1-2 count. On deck is Michael Lucas. Had the first hit in this ball game. He's looming back there. Gibb comes set. Lifts his leg. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss. And that is going to be how the inning ends. Another strikeout for Greeny. Starts it how he ended it. And that's a big strikeout. Leaves the runner stranded at third. Ground Sloths give up a run. Blue Caps get it back. It's now 6-2 Ground Sloths. We'll go to the top of 4. Welcome back to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube. Blue Caps going to hand the ball to an opposite-handedness pitcher. It's going to be number 29, Chase Lockwood. Oliver, what can you tell us about Lockwood?
Lockwood, the right-hander out of Libertyville, Illinois.
First pitch misses in for a ball, fastball.
Started against the Bobcats on Sunday, was fantastic, went 2 innings, 3 strikeouts, nobody reached base, but then was pulled, and inevitably the Bobcats started to claw back and win that contest, but Lockwood coming off a hot start.
Next pitch also misses from Lockwood, low and away for ball 2.
Some fireworks going off around the corn crib. That one pretty close.
The next pitch is in there for strike 1. You know, as a kid growing up, I used to say fireworks should stop after about July 6th, I would always say. Every time after that
point,
it kind of gets to the point where it's a little bit annoying. I don't know about the people out there. I'd love to hear their thoughts. If you have thoughts and you have access to our YouTube chat, we'd love to hear your thoughts on when people should maybe we'll even go further. We'll say when they should start lighting them off and when it's probably outdated a little bit.
I think start has got to be the third.
Third, okay. And that is in there. Strike 3. Lockwood comes in right away, and he produces. That's a strikeout for him.
I think start is the third, but the tricky thing is right now, fireworks, they're all like out of season, right? So I'm sure there's discounts and stuff. I've never personally bought fireworks, but I feel like now would be a good time to buy them. And if you're going to buy them, you might as well light them right now. So that could be
That's true.
A potential reason we see fireworks so late in the year.
First pitch to Rosenthal in his third at-bat is in there for strike 1. He has walked and popped out. I think my opinion on it is I feel like there's a lot more hype leading up to July 4th. So I would even say July 1st is when I think the earliest you can light. This one's hit up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. If someone wants to make it, it gets into center. Nobody will make the play. And Rosenthal has his first hit of the night via a single right up the middle, right back at Lockwood.
Fastball at 87 miles an hour that Rosenthal kind of gets a little bit above, but regardless, chops it back up the middle and through. I'm sure he's not complaining about that swing. But fireworks, I think it depends on what time of the week it is. So this week, 4th of July was on the 4th. I think the 1st is fine. If the 4th of July was on like a Wednesday, I don't know if the 1st
Like if the week carried over,
yes.
It wouldn't be okay with you kind of a thing. If it was like on a Friday and the 4th was like on a Tuesday.
I would say
that ball
so.
gets away from the catcher Eisfelder, and that is going to allow Rosenthal to move over to second easily, and it is a ball. Andrew Dawson, the hitter, in. He's singled already tonight. It was an RBI single back in the first. He takes his third at-bat. Is that what you were saying, though? So, like, if it was, like, on a Friday and it was, like, maybe the 4th was on a Tuesday, it wouldn't make sense.
I think if it was the 1st of July, say on a Friday, I think that's fine. But if the 1st of July is on a Monday and the work week is then, I don't think you can't be lighting fireworks during the week.
That is kind of annoying if you needed to maybe get some shut-eye and you're just hearing giant booms outside your door.
Well,
man, it's not even the 4th.
In that scenario, say the 4th is on a Thursday, I think you can light them through the weekend. Because you're off of work, you know.
I can get
4th of July weekend, the vibes are high and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that's acceptable. But now, like, it's a Tuesday, maybe might be time to put them away.
Probably. 3-0 count here to Dawson. Lockwood comes back with a fastball. Puts the first strike tally on the count, making it 3-1. Lockwood, the righty, facing the righty Dawson. He chops one. It's going to end up into left for a base hit. The runner, Rosenthal, will freeze at third. And the ground Sloths going to have runners at the corners. And Dawson comes through with a single yet again. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
Dawson's been fantastic for the ground Sloths all year long. That's his 10th hit on the season. 8 RBIs and 9, including today's. Been so clutch in that 3-hole, setting up good positions for the man at the plate, Tanner Soshinek.
We know Soshinek can put a charge into one. 1 out. Runners on first and third. The first pitch to him, a fastball. He gets all over it. Fouls it to the right. Just behind it, though, it'll be a foul ball for strike 1. Lockwood looks over to first. Lifts his leg, comes home with another fastball. This time Soshanek takes it. It's in the zone for strike 2. Soshanek has 8 hits in the air, 6 of them singles, 2 of them doubles. A double will be very ideal in this situation. Next pitch, off speed, misses away for a ball. Lockwood couldn't quite get that one to catch the zone. In an 0-2 count, can't blame him though. Lockwood's got his next pitch, the 1-2. Goes off speed again. This one a little bit closer, but still away. Doesn't get Soshanek to bite. And the count is now even at 2. And that's going to allow Dawson to take second. So that's a stolen base for him. Second and third now for the ground sloth. So a ball in play now. The double play more than likely out of effect. The 2-2. Soshanek, big swing and a miss. Can't catch up to it. Fastball gets him. And that is a big second out for the Blue Cap pitcher, Lockwood.
With the double play out of effect, Lockwood 85 miles an hour. The fastball to challenge Soshanek. A gutsy pitch call against a dangerous hitter, but pays off. And now Blue Caps don't have to worry as much about the runners in scoring position. Just got to get the out in Leighton Gertis.
Lockwood's not scared of anything, going right at these ground sloths hitters. 2 down now. And he throws an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. The new hitter is Leighton Gertis, designated hitter. He grounded out, but did produce a run out of the ground out back in the first. 0-1, another off-speed. This time Gertis was way ahead of it on the swing. So it's now 0-2, and Lockwood with one more pitch can get out of this inning quickly. He'll take a step back. Batter Gertis will take a couple practice swings. He steps back in. He's ready. So is Lockwood. Comes set near the belt. The 0-2. Off-speed gets away from ice fielder just a little bit. A few feet will not be enough to tempt Dawson to try and take home. But it is a ball. It's 1-2. Gertis from Winona, Illinois. 1-2 count to him. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Hit in the air behind home plate. And that is going to find the seats right in front of us. Drops right in the concrete in front of us. Bounced up. We saw that one go all the way up. That one was high enough. It bounced and then went on top. That's still bouncing around.
Wow. Bounced right in the seat in front of us.
Yeah. That one bounced, went up onto the rafters, rolled across the press box, and then dropped to the right side. You can tell just from what I said there how high that one was.
It's a pretty cool trick shot.
Gertis looking to put that one, the next one in play. He won't. Swing and a miss. Lockwood. Big strikeout for him. All 3 outs in this inning via the strikeout. So he's got 3 to his tally. He'll walk to the dugout feeling nice about himself. It's 6-2 now. Ground Sloths 6. Blue Caps 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Getting you ready for the bottom of the fourth between the Ground Sloths and the Blue Caps. Blue Caps, they trail by 4, 6-2. And the first man to try and claw back at that deficit is Michael Lucas. He'll do so with a new arm on the mound, Kyler Popovich, the left-hander. Getting loose means the end of Dewey Gibbs' day. Fantastic outing from the right-hander. Went 3 innings, gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned, and 5 strikeouts. Popovich makes his 6th appearance for the Ground Sloths this season. Boasts a 5 ERA. Lucas digs into the box from the right side against the left-hander. Popovich's first pitch of the night. Lucas swings and fouls it straight back into the concourse for strike 1.
You know how effective Popovich can be. He's a lefty. He's got electric stuff, too. 8 1/3 innings. He's been one of the more seen relievers for the Ground Sloths. He's seen the mound a lot.
The lefty's 0-1. Lucas takes away. Breaking ball at 73 miles an hour. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Lucas singled in the second inning and his only trip to the plate, 1 for 1. Scored on a stolen base. 1-1. Misses Popovich. 74 miles an hour, just a tad high. Makes it 2-1 count.
Maybe getting squeezed a little bit there. That one looked like a really good pitch, but didn't quite catch enough of the zone to produce a call.
Popovich set once more. Delivers home. The 2-1 misses high, 82 miles an hour. Lucas in a hitter-friendly 3-1 count.
Gibb did really good last inning of getting ahead of hitters early for the most part. Struggled a little bit, but Popovich immediately getting behind the count.
3-1. Lucas watches a fastball outside for ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for the Blue Caps. Blue Caps have not been too good with the bats in their hands tonight. Only 1 hit. That came from Lucas in the second inning. 4th base runner to reach there. 3 walks. Someone who didn't reach was denied of a hit via a diving play by Crawford over at first base. Was Caleb Hornbrook at the dish now. Popovich's first pitch to Hornbrook. Hornbrook swings and hits one softly into center field. Rosenthal gives chase and makes the catch for out number 1.
Got jammed a little bit there. Nice swing on it, though, from a Hornbrook. Just kind of caught the middle of that baby blue bat that he uses, and it was routine for Rosenthal in center. I think Rosenthal originally kind of was sprinting in. He didn't really need to sprint in, I would say. They always say, I mean, fundamentals, you always sprint, but I think he thought that ball was a lot more shallow than it actually was. Rosenthal was able to make the catch easily.
Quick out for Hornbrook brings up Eisfelder, the catcher, to dig in for the second time today. In his first plate appearance, he walked and stole a bag. 0-0. Eisfelder takes a pitch downstairs, fastball for ball 1. Ground Sloths middle infield, playing on the outfield turf, inching closer to the second base bag with the runner Malukas on first base. Popovich takes a look at first, comes home. 1-0 is sliced foul down the right field line into the seats, 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, Blue Caps trail 6-2 with 1 down. Josh Eisfelder at the plate in a 1-1 count. Sun is fully set here at the corn crib, pitch black, only illuminated by the lights. Popovich high set on the mound. Deals. Lucas takes off. Pitch misses low, and no throw will be made. Lucas slides in safely. First stolen base of the year for Michael Lucas. Puts him in scoring position.
You wouldn't have been able to tell, though. Really nice jump from Lucas over there at first. He was off with a pitch, textbook, got 2 extra jumps in, and was able to steal a second easily.
Eisfelder now gets a 2-1 offering. Swings and hits a foul in a relatively similar spot down the right field line on the concourse. Levels the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both ground sloths infielders working on Lucas at second base. Heinold right next to him on the bag, and Adams begins to retreat to his original position at second base. Popovich comes set, takes a look at second base. Deals the 2-2. Eisfelder watches one way wide, 82 miles an hour. That Ashby does a nice job keeping in front of him. Moves the count full. Blue Caps still not out of it yet, only trail by 4. Eisfelder tries to cut the deficit in the bottom of the 4th. Payoff pitch. Eisfelder gets a piece of it, spoils it foul. We'll do it again, 3-2.
Good fight here. They need something to get going, right? They need to do something quickly. You find yourselves in the later innings here, in the middle innings. Got to start somewhere. Can't let it get too late. You're down 4 runs. We know this Blue Caps team can come back. They've had quite a few comeback wins so far this year. Let's see if they can make it happen.
The payoff pitch once more. Eisfelder takes high, ball 4. 2 walks and 3 batters issued by Kyler Popovich, and the Blue Caps have 2 runners on now in the bottom of the 4th.
Popovich has a 4-run lead. Something you absolutely don't want to do is give that away with walks. I mean, you have 4 runs of padding. Go at these guys. They haven't proved anything yet so far this game of being on it. They only have 1 hit in this game. So make them earn it. Go at them. Be a little bit more aggressive. Let's see if Popovich changes his ideology, and if he doesn't, I got to think that a mound visit is probably due here in a little bit.
Luke Martin, the next man up, watches a breaking ball go by for strike 1. Flew out to center field, Martin did, in his first trip to the plate that ended the second inning. An inning where the Blue Caps scored 1 of their 2 runs. Lucas, big lead off at second base, being held on by the shortstop Heinold, who retreats back to his original position. Big dance from Lucas now. Another one, and as a result, Popovich will step off. Heinold trying to call time to talk to his pitcher, and does so. A meeting between the 2 on the mound now.
And this is no offense to the shortstop Heinold, but I mean, it's kind of obvious what they're talking about, right? Like, you got him jumping over there, and Heinold comes over. If I am the runner over there at second, probably being a little cautious on this next pitch.
Eisfelder at first base. Nobody holding him on. Crawford playing deep in the hole. Feel free to extend that lead off as far as you'd like. Lucas does take a couple less steps in that leadoff. 1-0. Martin takes a fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. No wind as a test by the flagpole in right center field. Pretty flat.
Yeah, absolutely no wind at all. It's gotten cooler, but with no airflow, it still kind of has the same effect.
Still big dance from Martin over at second base, or Lucas, excuse me. The 1-1. Martin swings and misses. Wanted that fastball at 82 miles an hour. Popovich gets ahead of the count, 1-2.
A lot better in this at-bat. Going right at the hitter here. Finds himself 1-2. He's got balls to work with here. Let's see if he goes right at him again, or he could spoil one if he wanted to right here. We'll see what he does.
1-2, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Popovich's offering. Skips away from Ashby. Martin kind of flinches at it, but it did not hit him, and it skips into the field of play as a result. Lucas takes the free base at third. Eisfelder holds up, stays at first base, puts runners on the corners now with 1 down, and that pitch will be called a ball.
I think that caught the upper part of Ashby's shin guard. That one took kind of a crazy bounce over to the right side. I'm surprised the runner for first didn't move.
2-2, Martin swings and misses at strike 3. And there's 2 down now in the bottom of the 4th. Grayson Schnerley now tries not to strand the runners on base. Blue Caps left 2 runners on base tonight. Schnurley also trying to figure things out this summer. Only 2 hits, hitting just below 150 now on the season. Eisfelder short lead off at first base. Popovich comes home. Fastball high for ball 1. Middle infield for the ground slots. Playing in different positions. Adams over at second base playing relatively deep on the outfield turf, while Heinold playing in normal depth in the hole. 1-0. Schnurley cuts and misses at the fastball, 1-1.
The reason Adams is playing that deep is you get that crucial out with the strikeout to Martin. Now with 2 outs, no need to get a double play here. We'll play deep, make sure we can get the 3rd out, and prevent that runner from third from scoring.
1-1. Eisfelder takes off at first. Check swing by Schnurley. Stays in play. Crawford at first field. Throws over to Popovich covering the bag. Not in time. Martin comes in to score. Eisfelder moves over to third. And the Blue Caps tack one more on at 6-3.
I let out a sigh of relief on that one. That one was maybe inches away from being not great. Popovich had to kind of spin around, and he caught the ball, and while spinning tried to also plant his foot on the bag, and he landed a little bit awkwardly in a very dangerous position, but nothing. He seems fine walking back to the mound. That's a play that can end your summer, to put it lightly.
Schnurley picks up his 3rd hit of the summer, 2nd RBI. Runner still at the corners now as the lineup flips over for Drew Ward. First pitch to the center fielder will have to wait as Popovich picks off, or does a pickoff move over at Schnurley, who dives back in safely. Runner on third is Schnurley. Eisfelder over at third base. Michael Lucas just came in to score. Now the first pitch home. Runner takes off and Schnurley. Fastball misses inside, and there will be no throw down to second. A 3rd stolen base on the season for Grayson Schnurley. Puts 2 runners in scoring position now for the leadoff man.
Now just a single, maybe to the left side, maybe up the middle. Can score 2 now for the Blue Caps, and now you look at the scoreboard, and it's very more favorable.
1-0. Fastball in the zone at the knees for strike 1.
Now with 2 runners in scoring position, as we said, a single will produce a more favorable outcome now. 6-3, if you get those 2 to score, you're only down 1 run.
With that, Ward, have to mention it represents the tying run. One of only 2 players on this Blue Caps team to hit a home run. Won't do it on the 1-1 pitch, though. Fouls it straight back and falls behind 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popovich got to be careful and place this one well. 1-2 count, dangerous hitter in Ward. He's got a lot to work with. I would assume you try to get him to give him something that maybe he can swing and miss at, maybe low and in, or maybe try a changeup away.
1-2 pitch. Ward takes a fastball high. 2 runners in scoring position for the leadoff hitter. 5 RBIs on the season. Blue Caps still not done yet. Tacked on a run in this inning to make it 6-3 in the bottom of the 4th. 2-2. The pitch. Ward swings and misses at strike 3. Kyler Popovich shuts the door. The Blue Caps leave 2 stranded on the base paths. We head to the top of the 5th. Ground Sloths get the bats back in their hand with the 6-3 lead. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the top of the fifth. Chase Lockwood back out there for a second inning of work. Got one more run as the Blue Caps still trail 6-3. Cameron Crawford is now up for the ground sloth, who tries to extend that lead. Was a vital part in getting it. 2 RBI double in the first inning. Crawford swings and hits it off the tip of his bat. Foul for strike one.
For Lockwood last inning, all outs via the strikeout besides those 2 singles. So he's got lights out stuff.
0-1. Big whiff from Crawford on the slider away. Quickly falls behind 0-2.
Now, so as I was about to say, has that nice off-speed pitch to complement the high-velocity fastball.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball again away. Able to fool Crawford. Retired on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And there's one down.
He's now struck out 4 out of the 6 batters he's seen so far tonight. And he's got a chance to do it again against Wagner. But it'll be tough. Wagner has doubled and singled tonight, and that double came in the first with RBI.
Wagner, one of 2 ground slots yet to be figured out. Reached base on both appearances via hits. The other, Andrew Dawson, 2 for 2. Both players. Correction, Dawson, 2 for 3. But the first pitch to Wagner is a breaking ball away for ball 1. Lockwood belt high set. Comes home. Chopped foul down the left field line into the ground sloth's dugout. 1-1. Quite the hit discrepancy here at the corn crib between these two teams. 8 hits for the ground sloths. That's been characterized by their 6 runs, but for the Blue Caps, only 2. 1-1. Big swing out of Wagner. Slider away, working well for Lockwood. Gets ahead 1-2.
And those 3 runs that the Blue Caps have been probably made possible by a lot of free passes, a lot of walks.
1-2. Fastball upstairs. Can't get Wagner to bite. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Middle infielders for the Blue Caps playing on the outfield turf, excuse me. But relatively straight up. 2-2 pitch. Wagner chops it over down the third base line. Foul. Martin will pick it up in foul territory and fire it back to Lockwood on the mound. Two, 1 out. Top of the 5th. Lockwood's pitch. Slider away. Moves the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hirschberger worked himself into some trouble in that first inning via the walk. Since then, no walks in the last 3 innings. There won't be this time as Wagner hits one hard into left field. That'll fall in front of Schnurley for a base hit. 1 out single for Andrew Wagner. He's 3 for 3.
Wagner, one of the biggest producers so far tonight for the ground sloths, adds another hit to his tally. 3 for 3, as you said, double, single. Now another single here. He's seeing the ball really well tonight.
The 8-hitter and behind the dish today, Cade Ashby, now digs into the box from the right-hand side. Flew out to left field in his first trip to the plate in the first inning and then grounded out. Runner takes off. Pitch misses outside. Throw down to Wagner is not in time. Wagner, though, falls off the base and then is ruled out. So Wagner slides in safely initially, but Meeker continues to apply the tag, and Wagner maybe just errantly takes his hand off the base.
That's a really bad mistake by Wagner. I don't know, maybe just kind of some brain fog on that one. Took his hand off the base with the tag still on him.
Base is now empty for Cade Ashby in a 1-0 count. Fastball that Ashby really wanted. Took a big swing, but will whiff on the 84-mile-an-hour pitch.
Now Ashby has a very level swing. And every swing he's took so far, he's been looking to pull the ball. And a nice execution there with the outside fastball for another strike. I would live there probably here against Ashby for the rest of this at bat. He's trying to pull something. We're going to put something on the outside.
Lockwood trying to go 2 scoreless innings. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings for Chase Lockwood. He's feeling it and puts the Blue Caps bats back up to the plate. They trail 6-3, but 1-2-3 due up. Don't go anywhere. We're going to stretch here at the Corn Crib. Blue Caps have only 6 outs left to work with. They trail by 3, 6-3. We welcome you back into the Corn Crib. Oliver Aurora joined alongside Braden Hartman. Carson Butler, the 2-hitter, now ready to get things started for the Blue Caps. Kyler Popovich still out there for the Ground Sloths. The lefty's first pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for ball 1.
I will say the second half of the last inning was a little more promising for Popovich, producing a strikeout against Martin and then that strikeout at the end of the inning against Ward.
Popovich, chest high set. Here's the 1-0. Fastball upstairs again. 2 balls, no strikes. Butler walked in the 3rd inning and came around to score on a wild pitch. Accounted for 1 of 3 of these Blue Caps runs. Butler awaits the 2-0. Swings and slices one foul down the right field line. Into the seats once more. Popovich gets a strike back, make it 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Popovich, only the second pitcher utilized this afternoon so far by the Ground Sloths. Fantastic outing from Gibb. Saw him go 3 innings with only 2 runs. 3-1 pitch. Popovich pounds in a fastball that Butler is late on.
Love that fastball from Popovich. High in the zone, gets Butler to climb the ladder. 3-2. We'll see if he sticks with it or if he Maybe drops an off-speed pitch in there.
Full count, nobody out. Butler tries to get things going for the Blue Caps to start off the inning, and he'll do so by striking out. Thought he had a walk. Breaking ball inside that catches the back foot. Popovich off to a good start in the fifth. That's one down.
Awesome job there with the slider inside. He thought he got away with it, but it does result in strike three. Really nice strikeout from Popovich.
Griffin Meeker now up to the dish following the strikeout. The righty's ready for the first pitch. Takes a fastball at the knees for strike one. Popovich working that inside corner well against the right-handed hitters.
Yeah, that's what you got to do against different handedness matchups. Pound in. He's done that well with the fastball and the off-speed as well.
0-1. Meeker, high swing on the fastball. That'll loop into right field for a base hit. Sushinek gets in front of it and throws it in time. Meeker, though, has the single with one down. Back-to-back singles for Griffin Meeker. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Accounted for 2 of the 3 hits by the Blue Caps. Max Greamy now tries to bring Meeker home. Has not been the right-hander's day early on. 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a flyout to right field. Big lead off by Meeker over at first base. Draws a look from Popovich. The lefty comes home. Fastball misses low and inside for ball one.
He's got good command right now with that fastball. Just missed a little bit in, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Establishing the fastball early, and he's been throwing strikes so far.
One-zero pitch. Greamy takes a fastball low and inside again. Almost squirts away from Ashby, but does a nice job behind the dish to corral it. 2 balls, no strikes. Meeker continues to take a big lead off there over at first base, yet no stolen bases on the year so far. Stays put, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, called strike. Popovich fires in a fastball at 82 miles an hour to make it 2-1.
I'm surprised Greamy wasn't ready for the fastball. 2-0 count. He gives you a fastball right down the middle for a strike, and you don't even think about swinging at it. You're down 6-3. Got to make something happen. I'm surprised he wasn't swinging there.
Greamy tied for the hit lead on this Blue Caps team. Could come through in a big way, but whiffs at a fastball high, make it a 2-2 count.
Really nice job by Popovich. Gets the strike with the fastball down the middle. You know Greamy's looking for it, so he throws it up on top of the zone. Gets the swing and a miss. Now you find yourself at a 2-2 favorable count.
2-2, 1 out, bottom of the fifth. Runner on first is Griffin Meeker. Max Greamy at the dish. 2-2 pitch. Meeker takes off running. Pitch misses low. No throw down as it gets away from Ashby. Does a nice job, though, not letting it go too far. Regardless, Griffin Meeker picks up his first stolen base of the season and moves into scoring position.
Meeker didn't get the greatest jump on that one. I have to think if the ball was caught by Ashby, he would have had a real chance to get him at second.
The payoff pitch. Greamy hits it back up the middle and through. Meeker rounds third. He's going to score with ease. Greamy pumps the brakes at first. Crawford hits off his ankle and keeps the ball in front of him. A little bit shaken up, but regardless, Max Greamy delivers for the Blue Caps. His 5th RBI of the season cuts the deficit to 2.
Sends it right back where it came from, right back up the middle at Popovich, and it skipped off the left side of the mound and went into center for a base hit. Really nice piece of hitting from Greamy. Produces another run. It's now 6-4. And now this game gets a little more closer, and maybe the ground sloths get a little more tense. Let's see if Michael Lucas can step in and make it just a little bit more tighter.
Blue Caps just chipping away. 1 run in their last 4 frames. Michael Lucas, the 5-hitter, tries to break that streak and continue to put some runs on the board for the Blue Caps, but on the first pitch he sees, he fouls it off his leg for strike 1. Talked about how Only 2 home run hitters on this Blue Caps team, one of them being Drew Ward. Well, the other is Michael Lucas at the dish. 2 home runs, a solo lead. 0-1 pitch. Before we get there, Popovich takes a look over at first base, but Greamy comes back in standing.
He was all over that, too. As soon as he lifted his leg, he must have tipped it away immediately because Greamy immediately, as the leg was lifted, retreated to first. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Now the 0-1. Greamy takes off. Fastball misses the zone. Throw down. Not in time. Heinel does a good job keeping it in front of him, coming from shortstop. But another runner in scoring position, and a 1-1 count to Michael Lucas.
I think the unsung hero of that was Heinel. Going across second base, had to kind of lunge out to make that grab to prevent the ball from going into center. That would have made it easy for Greamy to take third.
Popovich next offering. Breaking ball misses away. Lucas faced Popovich in the 4th inning and won that battle. Walked and came around to score off of 2 stolen bases and then an RBI single. Ready for the next pitch. Greamy takes off to third again. Gets a good jump. Fastball misses away, and Ashby trying to hold it. Does not make the throw down. Back-to-back stolen bases for Max Greamy. Now 90 feet away.
The frame from Ashby was not quite convincing enough to produce a strike. That's unfortunate. Now 2-2. Runner now on third.
2-2. Inside ball 3. Michael Lucas working himself a good at-bat here. Already with 1 walk today. But would like to drive in the runner over at third base in Greamy. Lucas is ready for the full count. Popovich delivers it. Sliced foul into the seats. We'll do it again. (6-4) in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out. Blue Caps trail by 2. They're at the dish with the runner 90 feet away to make the deficit 1. Tying run. Michael Lucas represents at the plate right now. 3-2. Swung on and spoiled back once more.
Lucas looking back at his hands. I think the bat kind of almost flew out of his hands a little bit. Yeah, he's playing with his grip a little bit. Swung really hard at that one and almost swung hard enough to get the bat to just go flying out of his hands.
Another 3-2 offering on the way. This time, Popovich gets the better of Lucas. Swing and a miss in the dirt, but they're going to call it a foul tip. Ashby, pretty convinced there, tried to apply the tag right away, but I think Lucas knew he got a piece of that one.
Yeah, Lucas just barely tipped that one. You heard it right off the very top of the barrel, and Ashby was not able to haul it in. So it drops on the ground, foul ball. So he's going to get another chance here.
Michael Lucas finds a way to extend this at-bat. 3 straight foul balls on a full count. Popovich tries to shut the door once more. Payoff pitch. Skied foul again. 4 straight foul balls for Michael Lucas. He's not going anywhere just yet.
Really nice fight. Love what I'm seeing from Lucas tonight, too. In the second, he singled. In the fourth, he worked a very nice walk. And again, being selective, swinging at pitches he only needs to swing at. He can maybe get another walk or maybe put one in the outfield.
3-2. Fastball inside strike 3. Lucas doesn't protest at 81 miles an hour. He can only watch it go by, and there's 2 down now.
Popovich, really nice command against the right-handed hitters inside, especially with that fastball. You saw him paint it right in the inside lower part. That is a very hard pitch to hit as a right-handed hitter from a left-handed pitcher, but he's not only been doing that, he's also been doing it with his off-speed. So the inside presence and on the hands has been really effective tonight for Popovich.
Caleb Hornbrook, the DH today, tries to extend the inning with 2 downs. He'll swing at the first pitch he sees and foul it straight back for strike 1. Hornbrook ground out to first. Crawford denied him of a single with a nice play in the second inning, and then in the fourth First pitch swinging, flied out to center field. Rosenthal has another opportunity with runners on base now, though. 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Hornbrook rocking that bright blue bat as he digs in from the right side. Deep squat his stance. 1-1. Another fastball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ashby does a nice job keeping it in front of him.
Missing a little bit more in this at bat as compared to the rest. Missed that inside part of the plate twice now. Now 2-1. He's going to have to dial it back in here against the dangerous Hornbrook.
Popovich kicks and deals. The 2-1 Hornbrook hits hard into left field. That brings Wagner back before coming in and making the catch for out number 3. A run to cut the deficit to 1, stranded 90 feet away. Popovich works out of the situation, and now the Blue Caps down to their final 6 outs. But before they return to the plate, the ground sloths do, trying to extend on their 6-4 lead. Don't go anywhere. Chase Lockwood does the job. 6 strikeouts and 2 scoreless innings, but his day is done. Vincent Bitter, the right-hander, is tasked with getting the final 6 outs. 6-4, the Blue Caps trail. And Owen Adams, the 9-hitter, digs in for a 3rd time tonight. Bitter from the windup, his first pitch of the evening. Breaking ball that fools Adams, but misses inside. Ball 1. Adams took a couple steps back there, breaking ball, but came back over the plate, just couldn't come back far enough. 1-0. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. 88 miles an hour from Bitter.
Bitter has seen 8 innings of work in KCL action. Giving up a lot of runs, looking to maybe aid that ERA a little bit in this one.
Another breaking ball that this time Adams has to fall down to avoid. Missed a little bit further left, and 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Has 6 strikeouts in those 8 innings.
2-1 fastball misses away. Hitter friendly, 3-1 count to Owen Adams now. 9-hitter's been a hard solve today. Walked in the first inning and then had an RBI single in the third. Still yet to be retired. 3-1. Fastball right down the middle for strike 2. 88 miles an hour. 3-2 pitch. Bitter from the windup. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again.
No fear from Bitter going right at these hitters. He's getting the ball back from his catcher. He's immediately back on that mound ready to throw the next pitch.
3-2 pitch once more. Fastball straight back again. We'll do it once more. Middle infielders on the outfield turf once more for the Blue Caps in Meeker and Lucas. Do it again with the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Adams doesn't like it, but the front door slider retires him for out number 1.
Chops right into the zone. A nice off-speed pitch, maybe a slider or a curveball in on the hands of Adams, and it produces a strikeout looking.
That's the 7th strikeout from this ground Sloths lineup. One of them came from Camden Heinold at the dish in the 4th inning, his last trip to the plate. Before Bitter can make his first throw to Heinold, he'll step off and wipe away some sweat on his forehead. First pitch is a breaking ball upstairs for ball 1.
For the ground Sloths, you see they score 5 immediately in the first, and they really haven't put a whole lot together since. Meanwhile, the Blue Caps have scored 1 run in back-to-back-to-back innings, and then scored once again later in the game to make it 6-4. Man, I think the ground Sloths, you've had the correct number, got to be able to extend.
0-1 fastball misses inside. It gets away from Icefelder. No harm, though, with nobody on base. It'll be a reset. (3-0). Fastball misses low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued by Bitter. Puts a runner on base with 1 down. Logan Rosenthal makes his 4th trip to the plate now. The center fielder is 1 for 2. Walked in the first inning, popped out in the second to third base, and then singled in the 4th. Was stranded, though. Chase Lockwood shut the door. Big leadoff from Heinold over at first base. That draws Bitter to step off the mound. Heinold, the always dangerous speed threat, picked up his 7th stolen base earlier today, and that'll draw a throw over from Bitter. But Heinold dives back in safely.
Very competitive pickoff move. I got to say, Heinold probably had a read on Bitter, and Bitter did a nice job of mixing up his looks, changing his pace.
Heinold continues to dance, but Bitter will come home and miss high with the fastball for ball 1.
Yeah, Heinold's having a tough time reading Bitter. So really nice job on Bitter's part, being unpredictable about when you're going to come to the plate.
Bitter will step off and make a trip around the mound. Corn Belters not at the Corn Crib today. Obviously, we have KCL baseball. They're on the All-Star break right now. Corn Belters have 5 All-Stars in that game. The West Division, though, did fall 4-3. That one just went final maybe 20 minutes ago.
Close one at the All-Star game. We always love to see a close All-Star game.
Bitter steps off once more as Dave Lingle now comes to talk to somebody at home plate.
Yeah, I'm curious what this conversation is all about.
It's with Josh Eisfeld, so the catcher today. Puts his arm around the shoulder. Bitter taking a long time to get the pitches called. And those two are having a quick chat. That's over, but the infield comes in for the Blue Caps to talk for a little bit. Speaking strategy, Lingle, though, makes the walk back to the dugout. And the Blue Caps return to their original infield positions. 1-0 the count, 1 out to Logan Rosenthal. Has a runner on first in Camden Heinold, who takes another big leadoff. Bitter takes a look over and comes set. Heinold extends the leadoff. Stays put, 1-0. Big cut and miss, 88-mile-an-hour fastball that Rosenthal cannot connect on. Makes it 1-1.
It's probably about as hard as he can swing the bat. If he connected with that one's probably halfway up the grass in right field.
1-1. Fastball misses away. Eisfelder can't grab it, but to no harm. Bounces right in front of him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Corn Belters 5 All-Stars and Tyler Thompson, Jackson Stanek, Jonah Roper, Graham Casey, and Nolan McCrossan all been vital to the Corn Belters' success this season. 2-1. Rosenthal flares one into center field. Ward comes in, but will have to retreat and take it on the bounce. Heinold stays put at second base. It's a 1-out single for Logan Rosenthal, and there's 2 runners aboard now for the Ground Sloths.
Probably the more conservative choice to let that one drop. Nice job by Ward, but I would, being how greedy I am sometimes, I would have loved to seen Ward die from that, knowing that the ball had so much spin on it where it wasn't really going to go scorching for the wall. It would have probably sat, had nice English on it, and Schneerly was right there to his left. So I would have loved to see Ward maybe try and make a play out there, but definitely probably the correct choice to let that one drop.
Andrew Dawson, ready from the right side, takes a fastball low and inside for ball 1. If you're out there in center field, Braden, are you making that catch?
Absolutely not. I was not great at tracking balls whatsoever. That's why I found myself on the pitcher's mound. Never had to deal with that very much.
One out. Dawson swings at a ball that bounces well in front of him. Does not get a piece of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 10 hits today by the Ground Sloths. One of them just came from Rosenthal. Dawson has 2 of them, 2 for 3 on the afternoon with an RBI. Nobody's holding on Rosenthal at first base. Greamy playing a little bit further back, and Lucas, the second baseman, keeps Heinold honest. Thought about stealing, but then retreated back to second base. Eisfelder popped up. The slider catches the zone for strike 2.
I think Eisfelder could have probably thrown that one down and maybe at least had a chance to get Heinold. The question, though, becomes, would he have gone for third after the throw? That would have been a tough one.
1-2. Dawson hits one hard into left field. That'll get through. Schneerly gloves, fires it home. They're going to send Heinold. The throw is cut off. The back pick to second base, not in time. Maybe could have got the runner at home, but regardless, Andrew Dawson able to pick up the RBI single at 7-4.
In my opinion on that play, the ball was hit hard into left. Schneerly came up firing. It was an unbelievable throw, by the way. It would have been a 1-hop to the catcher.
Looked good from our angle.
Yeah,
there.
It had the speed on it. I don't agree with that cut. I mean, it's a 6-4 game. It's tight. He's probably safe at second regardless. I think you take the chance at home. I think you might have gotten him. But now 7-4 and you don't get any out of it. Yeah, just can't say I agree with that.
Tanner Sushinek now in the box as he chops one over to Greamy. Not enough mustard on that one to convert the double play. Elects to just step on the bag over at first base, and there's 2 down. Both runners advance.
Well, you got the runners over, so that's at least some production from that. But yeah, I just didn't quite catch that one flush. Hit that straight down. Nice little roller over to Greamy, and he was able to field it cleanly and literally walk over to first. He had plenty of time to get out there.
Leighton Gertis now up to the box, and he'll swing and miss at a fastball upstairs for strike 1. Regardless of the decision to throw through or not, Andrew Dawson having himself a fantastic day, 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. 0-1 pitch misses way high, spills away from Eisfelder, and Rosenthal will come in to score easily. Dawson on his way to third. He'll get there 8-4 now as the Ground Sloths tack on their second run of the inning.
And not to beat a dead horse, but I do think The other thing that comes into it is more mental. If you let that ball go through and you get it out at the plate, that's a big momentum shift, and that's something your defense can provide, and you can take it from the defense into your offense for your next at-bats with the momentum on your side after gunning someone down at the plate like that. It's always exciting. Didn't quite get it, though.
Bitter now in the windup with just Dawson at third base. Breaking ball hangs in there, 1-2 count.
That was a nice breaking ball. Got him to double flinch. It looked like Gerdes kind of decided twice that he wanted to swing, didn't want to swing. Wanted to swing, didn't want to swing.
2 outs, 1-2 pitch to Gerdes. Fastball spiked in the dirt. Eisfelder corrals it, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground Sloths, 11 hits to the Blue Caps, 4. They lead 8-4 in the top of the 6th. 2-2 pitch. Spiked well in front of Eisfelder. Popped up immediately. Couldn't seem to track it down, but it's right in front of him. No harm, no foul, but the count moves to 3-2.
That one probably didn't feel good for Eisfelder. Bounced and hit him directly in the mask, knocking it off. And he'll take a second to walk around a little bit. That's always not fun. They do have masks on, but still hurts, right? If you have a helmet on, it still hurts. Same thing with the mask.
3-2 pitch now with 2 outs. Gerdes hits it foul down the first base side, excuse me. We'll do it again. Bitter trying to work himself out of this jam. Already given up 2 runs in the inning. Potential third 90 feet away. 3-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Gerdes can only watch the slider. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. But not before the Ground Sloths are able to tack on 2 more runs. 8-4 they lead. 7-8-9. Getting ready for the Blue Caps. Trying to claw back into this contest with only 6 outs remaining. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel. Shohei Ohtani, the two-way sensation for the Dodgers, just hit his 300th home run in the major leagues today. But that's not an only two-way sensation. There's one in the KCL as well. Andrew Dawson now on the bump for the final 6 outs. 3 for 4 on the afternoon. Now getting ready to pitch.
Dawson, obviously the more sensational player of the two people you just told us about. 3 innings pitched. He hasn't seen a whole lot, but he's asked to come in here and shut the door in this inning. 3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So a lot of strikeouts, a lot of walks.
The righty first faces Josh Eisfelder, who flies one into right field. Foul. Make it no balls, 1 strike. Eisfelder, not a bad day. Gets making it at bat, but 2 walks, 2 stolen bases for the catcher. Dawson from the windup. 0-1 pitch is fanned at by Eisfelder, completely in front of the 73-mile-an-hour slider. Quickly falls behind 0-2.
Love the sequence so far. Fastball comes back with a slider.
Dawson looking for a quick out. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And
Eisfelder fans at the fastball upstairs, and there's 1 down.
Absolutely gorgeous sequence. Goes fastball, gets the foul ball, fouls it up with a slider, way out in front of it, and then gasses him up with the heat. Didn't know what was coming. He threw a fastball, and he looked silly. Couldn't really put a competitive swing on it. Really nice job from Dawson. First batter, first strikeout.
Luke Martin, the 8-hitter, watches a breaking ball clip the zone for strike 1. A day he would like to forget, 0 for 2, but can change the narrative now. Won't do it there. Swings at a breaking ball in the dirt. Visibly not happy with himself as another hitter falls behind 0-2. Looking for back-to-back punch-outs. Dawson, 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Appeal. They're going to say he did. Almost deja vu. Back-to-back fastballs upstairs. That Blue Caps batters check their swing at. Luke Martin's not happy, but there's 2 down on 6 pitches.
And 2 halfway swings, too. Both Eisfelder and Martin on the last pitch. Kind of half-efforted swings on that, and he gets 2 strikeouts for it. Love the sequence I'm seeing. We'll see what he starts him off with here.
Grayson Schnurley swings and misses at a breaking ball low for strike 1. 11 strikeouts today by Blue Caps hitters, Schnurley tries to avoid being the 12th. Dawson kicks and deals the 0-1. Breaking ball misses away for ball 1. Thought we had an immaculate inning going there.
Yeah.
7 pitches, 2 strikeouts, and a strike, but slider misses away. 1-1. Dawson misses the fastball high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Regardless, though, still on the verge of a strong inning.
Yeah, and a really nice pitch, too, that just missed. A nice slider. Great take by Schnurley.
2-1. Breaking ball away, and after getting ahead 0-1, 3 straight balls, Grayson Schnurley hitter-friendly count.
Obvious fastball coming up. You have an 8-4 lead.
3-1 breaking ball misses high. Breaking ball that doesn't catch the zone. Runner aboard with 2 outs.
As you all can infer, Braden Hartman did not agree with that pitch call. Went with a slider, maybe with the bases open. I mean, nothing hurt, obviously. You're up 8-4. You walk a guy. It's not a huge deal, but I think, man, like more than often the hitter is going to get themselves out as opposed to you doing something to get them out in the first place. But if you set it up correctly, throw a fastball out there. If he hits it, great. If he doesn't, which more than likely is what's going to happen, you walk out of here with a quick inning, 3 outs, and that's deflating for the Blue Caps. Now they have life over there at first.
Lineup flips over for a 4th time today, and Drew Ward is ready to take his cuts from the right side. 0-1 fastball, or first pitch fastball spiked in the dirt. Ashby has some trouble with it. And as a result, Schnurley moves up 90 feet on the wild pitch. Drew Ward, been the leadoff hitter almost every day for this Blue Cap side, but has not been delivering at the plate tonight. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Fastball misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
A little bit of a longer game tonight. We appreciate all of our viewers on YouTube staying up with us, listening to some KCL action.
Dawson kicks home. Breaking ball catches the zone. Now 2-1. Blue Caps still trail by 4. 8-4 the score in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1. Ward hits one weakly foul, just gets over the netting behind home plate. Makes the count 2-2. The Blue Caps, they've scored in their last 4 innings. They've put up 1 run in every frame. at risk of snapping that streak. A chance, though, to continue it with the runner on second and Grayson Schnurley. Drew Ward tasked with bringing him home. Schnurley takes one more step in his leadoff. Dawson looks over, but a couple more looks. Now comes home. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three. Fastball away. Fools Drew Ward. And the Blue Caps are down to their final 3 outs. We head to the 7th. Ground Sloths will bat first in the top of the 7th. You're listening to KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel. We just saw Andrew Dawson make his way to the mound. A little two-way action. Well, Drew Ward says anything you can do, I can do it as well. He's on the bump now to close out this contest as we get you ready for the 7th inning. Ward not been his day at the plate, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, but has the task of shutting down this Ground Sloths lineup and get the Blue Caps back up to the plate as they trail 8-4.
And Ward's only 2 innings that he's played for here, that he's pitched for the Blue Caps. He has given up no earned runs, so looking to at least hero for 4. Might as well go out there and close the game, right? Preserve that line at 0 runs.
19 strikeouts between the two sides. Ward struck out to end the 6th inning, made it 12 for the Blue Caps on the night. First batter that Ward faces is Cameron Crawford, who slaps one foul down the right field line into the bullpen of the Blue Caps. Crawford started this contest well, had a 2 RBI double into the gap, but since then, back-to-back strikeouts. 0-1. Takes a fastball low and outside for strike 2. Blue Caps defense playing straight up. Middle infielders on the outfield turf. Ward steps off for 1 second. Now steps back on from the windup. Has a belt tie set. Now brings it up to his face. Kicks home. 0-2 pitch is fouled off. Crawford gets a piece of it. We'll do it again.
Crawford was way ahead of the fastball there. High fastball. He was way ahead of it. Maybe 0-2. Dropped something off speed. If he was way ahead of the fastball, we'll see if he can get him to swing at something on this next pitch.
0-2 once more. Fastball misses low. 85 miles an hour. Can't catch the bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Could have gone either way with that call. I thought that was right on the black.
1-2. Fastball misses high. Back-to-back balls. Crawford working himself back into this count in the top of the 7th. The 2-2. Fastball fouled off into the Ground Sloths bullpen. Crawford spraying the ball. Both sides foul. Yet to put one in play, though. 2-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Slider on the outside corner. Crawford can only watch it. And there's one down in the top of the 7th.
That is the Ground Sloths' ninth strikeout for their hitters tonight. Usually pretty good at limiting the strikeouts, but they do have 9 now tonight. We'll see.
The first pitch that Andrew Wagner sees is laced into left field. Schnurley blocks it and keeps it in front of him, throws it in time before Wagner can advance anymore. Talk about Andrew Dawson having a day. How about Andrew Wagner? 4 for 4 now on the evening.
Seeing the ball very well. As I was saying, see if Ward can make it 10 for the strikeouts, but Wagner had something to say with that. Scorches another base hit into left field. Now he has 3 singles and that double in the first inning.
Hard out, let alone a strikeout. Someone who did strike out last time up to the plate, though, was Cade Ashby, who takes a fastball high for ball 1. 0 for 3, a flyout, ground out, and a strikeout. Ward takes a look over at first base, but comes home. The ball skips away from Icefelder, and quick jump there by Wagner, was in standing to second. Thought about going to third there on the pass ball, but will pump the brakes at second, and now in scoring position. Lucas, the second baseman, holds on Wagner, but the 2-0. Hit well into left field. That draws Schnurley back, and that ball is going to get down into the gap. It one-hops off the fence. Schnurley able to corral it. Throw into second base is not in time. The runner comes home to score, and Wagner, it's a one-out RBI double for Cade Ashby, and extends this Ground Sloths lead to 5.
Ashby all over that high pitch. Sailed it in the left center gap out there between Schnurley and Ward, and he got to coast into second with a nice double.
Ground Sloths putting a clinic on today offensively. 13 hits between all hitters. Someone to account for that. Owen Adams at the dish now. Took a fastball for ball 1. 0-1 offering from Ward. Misses low. 2 balls. Back-to-back hits given up by Ward on the bump. Trying to get out of this inning. Chest high set. 2-0 pitch is fouled straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nine 4, the Ground Sloths lead in the top of the 7th. But they're not done just yet. 1 out with the runner on second. The 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back again. This time gets over the home plate netting and onto the concourse. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 2-2 pitch able to fool Adams. And there's 2 down.
That is now 10 strikeouts of the night for the Blue Caps pitching staff, and really nice work by them with their strikeouts. Unfortunately, too many free passes in this ones, and the Ground Sloths have been all over them when it comes to hitting. A lot of singles, but also a couple back-breaking extra base hits as well.
Camden Heinold returns to the plate for a 5th time and watches a breaking ball go away for ball 1. 0 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 runs, Heinold. The 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2 balls. Heinold hit twice in that big first inning. The Ground Sloths were able to plate 5 runs, and they've never looked back, really. As despite some efforts by the Blue Caps to push back, they've continued to tack on runs. Fly ball into center field is caught by the center fielder, not Ward, who's on the bump. But regardless, that ends the inning with the Blue Caps trailing by 5. They have their work cut out for them. 2-3-4 due up in the last half inning. Andrew Dawson has the task of shutting the door on the Blue Caps with a 5-run cushion thanks to 3 runs in the last 2 half innings by his offense. Carson Butler, the 2-hitter, gets ready to step in for the 4th time tonight in the bottom of the 7th.
He
0 for
struck
2.
out twice and walked, so not much production besides the walk.
First pitch swinging. Butler fouls it off right to Dave Lingle over at third base. Nice play from the skipper and fires it right back to Dawson. 0-1. Butler fouls another pitch off straight back and is behind 0-2. Story today for the Blue Caps have been the strikeouts. We've talked about it. 12 on the night by this offense. Butler accounts for 2 of them. Trying to avoid a third here. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Dawson with the chase pitch at 86 miles an hour. Gets no bite from the right fielder. 1-2. Another chase pitch. Slider downstairs that Ashby keeps in front of him. Butler able to hold back, though.
That original fastball was a very good spot. That one not as much, not very competitive.
2-2. Fastball low that Ashby can't glove, and 3 straight balls have this count full. Butler coming into today tied for the lead in strikeouts on this team. 3-2 pitch. Flares one out into center field. Going to be a tough play for Heinold, who had it in his glove diving backwards but couldn't seem to grab it. Throw comes in. Not in time. Butler thought about going to second. They're able to go back to first, and a quick fire from Adams made that play at first a little bit closer than anticipated, but Butler leads the inning off with the single.
Heinold did everything he could to try and bring that in, just couldn't quite squeeze it at the end. And then the runner fell over, but he was able to get up just in time to be able to get back to first safely.
Griffin Meeker now up. So he watches a fastball go by for strike 1. Been one of the bright spots today for the Blue Caps offense. 2 hits in the 3rd and the 5th. 0-1. Fastball that Meeker skies well high into the right field seats. Make it 0-2. Ground sloths have a lot of guys in the dugout that aren't in the dugout. They're just laying there on the field. Kind of posted up. Blue Caps have the same, but a lot of guys out of the dugout, not laying down. 0-2. Meeker takes a fastball high, ball 1.
I gotta say, that's an interesting trend I've seen in the KCL. Not a lot of people hanging out in the dugout. Everyone seems to be either standing or sitting or just kind of hanging out outside of the dugout.
1-2. Meeker hits one hard into the left center field gap. That'll get down. Rosenthal gives chase, but it'll trickle all the way to the wall.
Look at him run.
Butler comes around. He'll score. Meeker makes his way to third standing. It's an RBI triple for the shortstop, and the Blue Caps make it 9-5.
I thought Griffin, when he was rounding second, the ball still hadn't been collected by the center fielder, Rosenthal. Thought he might maybe have a slim chance of turning third and going for home.
Could have been pretty close.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to see that, but probably the right move by manager Dave Lingle over there. Got to maintain traffic, collect runs, and the next hitter is going to hope to do that here.
96 off the bat of Meeker. 90 feet away from Max Screamy to try and drive in. First pitch. Slider away. I feel like that would be going back to the dugout thing, though. I feel like you're laying down there, your back's being held up by the barrier. Pretty comfy and relaxed position.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's comfy down there.
Fastball catches the zone for strike 1. If I wasn't playing, if I was one of the ground sloths, maybe those are pitchers over there or just the DH bench players, I think that's what I would do. Looks pretty comfortable. A couple guys standing, but I don't know. 1-1 pitch to Greamy. Breaking ball misses low and away. Ball 2.
That one looked like a really good pitch. Really nice spot. Off-speed pitch. Just missed. Maybe a little bit low. Maybe a little bit out too. But a really good spot regardless.
2-1. Greamy hits one high and deep into center field. Rosenthal continues to move back, but he'll snag the out. Runner tags in Meeker. He'll score easily. Sacrifice fly. First out of the inning for the Blue Caps, but it's 9-6 now.
That ball was absolutely crushed. I know it's a deep park out there to center, but man, I think if the wind maybe was blowing a little bit, it would have maybe been at least, I don't know if it would have gotten out, but it would have at least been a little bit closer. You see the flag out. I guess you guys can't see, but
96 off the bat of Greamy. Lucas swings at the first pitch and hits it hard to third. Dawson can't make the play, and it squirts away from Crawford. Lucas is able to advance to second on the errant throw. A miscue there by the ground sloth. Puts a runner in scoring position. Should have been an out, Braden.
yeah, it should have definitely been an out. Ground ball, just kind of threw it away, yanked it a little bit, past the first baseman Crawford. He couldn't catch it. And now the runner advances an extra base, and now, still with one out, a lot of ways to go for the ground sloths to try and shut this thing down.
Correction, Leighton Gertis over there at third base started today as the DH, but when Dawson, who started at third base, made his way to the mound, Gertis took over at third, so his first action unsuccessful, resulting in an error. Carter Lang up to the bat, pinch hitter for Hornbrook in the DH spot, takes a fastball for strike one. Hornbrook's day done not what he was hoping for. 2 flyouts and a ground out, 0 for 3. Carter Lang now at the plate. 0-1. Check swing. That caught Ashby, popped up immediately, and looks to be in serious discomfort. That'll bring Jesse Crawford out, the manager of the ground sloths, to go check on his catcher as Ashby tries to walk it off.
Curious where that got him. Well, he's rubbing his cheek. Oh, it must have got him in the lower cheek or the neck, I think, because
in between the mask and the
mask,
netting, the chest protector.
That's what he was doing anyway. It looked like he looks to be okay. That doesn't feel good though. Even slower pitches like that, just the spin of the ball alone is enough to either cut you or maybe even like that alone causes enough pain. So, and that one I can't remember. Was that a fastball that was in? Fastball too. Ouch.
After that, Carter Lang steps back into the box in the 1-1 count. Nobody holding on Lucas at second base. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Lang chases, and the check swing must have been a foul ball as Lang makes his way back to the dugout. Strike 3.
Yeah, I was a little confused
So what thought
too.
to be a 1-1 count with the check swing was ruled a foul tip or a foul ball, something, maybe even a called strike. That retires Lang on 3 pitches and puts the Blue Caps down to their final out of the afternoon. Or evening, I should say. Josh Eisfelder is all that stands between the ground sloths and a 7th victory on the season. Takes a slider away for ball 1. (9-6) the score here in Game 2 of this KCL contest. We're not done just yet, though. Long pause for Dawson on the hill. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball able to get by Eisfelder to make it 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a quiet afternoon here at the Corn Crib on this Tuesday. Dawson steps off, clearly concerned with Lucas over at second base. 10:30 the time here at the Corn Crib. Eisfelder hits one hard right to the Rosenthal in center field, and that will do it. The ground sloths able to get it done. 9-6 the final in Game 2 of this KCL doubleheader. They'll stay right in second place, 7-7-1 on the season. Blue Caps drop to 7-9, remain in third place.
Yeah, just really nice win for the ground sloths. They had control. Mostly, I would say, I know it got to 6-4, but they kind of had control of this game even when they were up 6-4. And then they really added on in those later innings to kind of put a nail in it. The Blue Caps, late try with a run and then 2 runs in this past half inning, but was not near enough as the ground sloths walk out with a 9-6 victory. Nice win for them.
Ground sloths did it off the back of a 5-run first inning that saw 10 at-bats or 10 plate appearances, I should say. Never looked back. The pitching staff, fantastic. 12 strikeouts, was able to get it done. 9-6 the final. KCL standings. The Bobcats able to defeat the Prairie Flamingos earlier today, so they remain the sole leader in the KCL, 12-4. Ground Sloths, after this, win 7-7-1, still in second place, extend their lead over the Blue Caps, drop to 7-9, and in last place, the Prairie Flamingos sit at 5-11-1. So that'll do it from us here at the Corn Crib. I've been Oliver Aurora for Braden Hartman, saying so long, have a good night. We'll have the call for some more KCL baseball right here on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Or go to bed, but then
please go to bed.
Come back
Please
tomorrow.
Please go to bed. It's a late night.
So long.